Bienvenue tous. It's time now for the International Press Review here in France 24, my favourite part of the day, because I can put my feet up, relax, and listen to an expert dissect the media globally. Marion Hembist is here to do that. It's a big billing. Where would you like to start?
Yeah, no pressure there,
No
Mark.
pressure, Marion. Get on with it.
Thanks very much. Well, in the Shanghai Daily, going straight to China, 1 year after the terrible, devastating earthquake.
This is still a devastating story, isn't it?
Still people trying to pick up their lives and get on with things 1 year on. And the Shanghai Daily reminds us that Sichuan County was reopened yesterday for grieving friends and relatives to come back, to put incense and flowers down on the rubble, which still remains across part of the province, to remember their loved ones. Now, we also looked at the China Daily paper, which picks up on this as well. There's still a lot of rebuilding to do, but the paper points out that the earthquake administration has been working hard over the last year to try and put an early warning system in place. At the moment, it's still experimental, but that is due to become a permanent feature, they hope. So 2,000 fixed observation points already in place, 5,000 mobile ones as they try to warn people in advance in case something like this should happen again. Well, we stayed with the same paper, and this time the opinion part, and it's not such a happy set of affairs there. There's an article which is entitled Sichuan on a firmer ground than a year ago, which the paper says is true, but people need more help in the way of government loans to help get over this. Rebuilding homes is apparently more of a priority for people than getting over the psychological wounds. And there's a report there of a couple who are still living in a makeshift tent 1 year on. Both of their daughters died in the earthquake. So but a sad story for them. The international press also talking about this, and the Figaro had an interesting article which explained that one writer was arrested at the end of March because he tried to compile a list of all the children who died in the earthquake. So journalists still having a very tough time out there explaining exactly what is going on.
OK, it's hard to imagine why they want to stop compiling a list of those who died, but there's a whole sorts of very open wounds there still in China. OK, the Pope is in Israel. Now, this, of course, has caused great controversy already, and I suspect more to come.
Yes, indeed. And we picked out a couple of cartoons that was across the press this morning, starting with Libération, the French paper. And they show a cartoon of the Pope dashing between Palestinian territory and Israel, trying to keep everybody happy. The Jerusalem Post, in the meantime, is a bit more strong with its cartoon, showing the Pope's headdress transformed into a naked flame, and there's a box of matches which is about to set it on fire, and that's called the Middle East. And the Jerusalem Post also shows an article which says this is no landmark or historic visit. The Pope is very much criticised for his reaction to at the Holocaust Memorial site yesterday. He apparently, according to this paper, stopped short of an apology or any remorse for the 6 million Jews killed in the Holocaust. Israel, the paper says, is disappointed.
Chief Rabbi said that, I think, after the speech there in Jerusalem. New Zealand.
New Zealand, to the other side of the world, yes.
You're moving around this
We're
review.
moving around, yeah. The New Zealand Herald reports that there's been some freak weather in New Zealand over the last 24 hours.
Pretty freak weather this morning, sort of around Paris
There
as well.
was some torrential rain, but they've got it even worse. A photo gallery shows us that winter has arrived 2 months early and indefinitely in style. Tauranga in the North Island is a town that was reporting hail for 30 minutes non-stop, and 30 centimetres of snow, as we can see there. Some surfers apparently even got their boogie boards out and surfed down the dunes, and there's still more of this weather likely to come for the next week. OK, Marion, we need to leave it there, but we should all be heading to New Zealand with our snowboarding gear, I think. Great stuff there. That was Marion with the Press Review. Watching France 24. Stay with us.